They say it always begins the same way. You're walking home late, maybe from the farm, maybe from a friend's house. The moon is hiding behind the clouds. Crickets are chirping, and the world is mostly quiet, except for that strange breeze, cold, unnatural. Then you hear it. A soft, slow whistle. Not a bird, not the wind, a human whistle. Once, twice, pause. And then again, almost like it's calling you, almost like it's waiting for you to answer. In villages across Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Congo, and even Madagascar, the rule is simple. If you hear a whistle at night, never answer it. Never whistle back, because it may not be human. The elders call them by different names. In Yoruba land, they say it is the spirit of the bush, the one that calls but must never be heard. In Kikuyu legend, they are spirits of the Ngoma, lost souls wandering the trees, mimicking sounds to draw you near. In the Congo rainforest, hunters whisper of les siffleurs, ghostly guardians of sacred groves. But everywhere, the warning is the same. If you whistle back, you're inviting something in. Nobody agrees on what happens next. Some say you'll get home and find that your shadow is missing. Others say you'll be followed for weeks. Every time you sleep, you'll hear the whistle closer and closer until it's inside your room. Some say you never come back at all. One man from Kwale in Kenya told his story. He was 12. They dared each other to whistle into the night on a Friday, a bad day, they said, the day the spirits were strongest. He did it once, nothing. Twice, still nothing. The others laughed and ran. That night, he dreamed of standing in the same forest. A tall figure stood across from him, whistling. Its face was blank, no eyes, no mouth, just wind where a mouth should be. The next morning, the boy had lost his voice. For 7 years, he didn't speak. Doctors said it was trauma. Priests said it was possession. But some say it was punishment. Across the continent, even hunters, the ones who claim not to believe, refuse to whistle in the dark. They say the whistlers are old, older than the forest. They were once messengers of the gods or guardians of the dead, but now they just wait, watching, testing. And when you whistle back, you fail that test. You speak to the dead, and they don't always leave you alone. The village of Erenmu in southwestern Nigeria is quiet, surrounded by thick bushland and a winding river the locals call Odo Awo. It's a peaceful place during the day. Children fetch water, women laugh at the market, and old men play ayo under mango trees. But after sunset, everything changes. Nobody stays out late. Doors are bolted before 8 p.m. and if you ask why, they'll tell you straight. The whistlers live here. It started decades ago, according to Chief Ayinde, now over 80 years old. He says when he was a boy, his older brother whistled after dark, as a joke. They were fetching firewood, and his brother, tall and cocky, whistled a popular tune from the radio. Nothing happened that night, but the next evening, while walking alone near the bush path, his brother vanished. No sign, no scream, just his basket on the floor, and a soft whistle heard faintly in the wind. They searched for 3 days. They only found his sandals, placed neatly by a tree. Since that time, the village elders enforce the law, no whistling after dusk. Even now, children are taught never to mimic sounds at night, not bird calls, not music, and especially not whistles. But it doesn't end there. In 2019, a security guard in Enugu, Nigeria, posted anonymously to a local Facebook group. He worked night shifts at a secondary school. He said every night at 2 a.m., a whistle would come from the football field. Always the same pattern. Whistle, pause, whistle again. He checked the gate, locked. He scanned the field, empty. He even recorded it one night. And when he played it back, there was nothing on the tape. But live in real time, the sound was there, clear, close. He quit the job 2 weeks later. Another case comes from a taxi driver in Uganda. He claims a passenger asked him to stop on the road near a forest edge. The man said he heard someone whistling, calling him. The driver waited, 5 minutes, 10. Then he got out and checked. The passenger was gone. Door still shut, seatbelt unbuckled, just gone. He heard the whistle again, louder now, behind him. He never found that man. Police said there was no record of a pickup at that location. So the question is, who are the whistlers? Ghosts, spirits, forest guardians, or something far worse? Locals believe they're spirits drawn to loneliness and sound, especially sound that mimics them. A whistle is a conversation, and when you reply, they think you're talking to them, and they always answer. Across Africa, stories of the night whistlers follow a pattern, and it's not just random noise. There's a rule whispered in Ghana, told by Maasai elders in Kenya, and feared by old hunters in Cameroon. Whistle once they watch, whistle twice they follow. Whistle 3 times, and you've called them. They say once you whistle the 3rd time, you've completed the call. You've invited them to find you. Not just in the forest, but anywhere. Your home, your dreams, even your thoughts. And when they come, they don't knock. Some say it's all mass hysteria. That whistling at night simply triggers fear because of the stories we're told. Psychologists call it auditory suggestion. You expect to hear something, so your mind delivers it. Others say it's animals, owls, nightjars, crickets, even trickster monkeys copying human sounds. But these rational answers fall apart when the same whistle follows a person across different towns, or when entire communities hear it at the exact same time from different directions and fall completely silent. In 2022, a short documentary filmed in northern Zambia caught attention. A crew recording night footage in a remote village captured something strange. 3 clear whistles from the edge of the forest. The crew laughed at first, until one of their lights exploded. Then the local guide screamed and ran. He refused to go back, saying they had summoned death. That footage never aired. There was also a hunter who challenged the spirits. His name was Baba Kurunmi, a well-known hunter from a village near Ilorin, Nigeria. He had hunted leopards, killed vipers with bare hands, and once escaped from a lion with nothing but a scratch. But he didn't believe in the whistlers. He said it was children's fear stories and vowed to prove it. One night during a village festival, he took a lantern and marched to the edge of the sacred bush. He whistled once, twice, 3 times. Then he waited. According to the drummers, a cold breeze blew in. The fire crackled unnaturally. Then they heard it, not one but many whistles coming from deep in the forest, then closer, then all around. Kurunmi returned the next morning, but he was no longer the same. He never hunted again, never spoke of what he saw. Some say he lost his sight, Others say he whispered at night to things no one else could see. A year later he disappeared. The elders said he was claimed. That's the price. So now we ask, what are they? Are they spirits of the unburied dead trapped between worlds? Are they guardians punishing the arrogant? Or are they creatures older than humans, warning us to stay silent in the places we do not belong? Whatever they are, the rule remains. Don't whistle. Not in the bush. Not on your balcony. Not even to a song. Because they might be listening. And once you answer them, you're part of the story. You're home now. Lights may be still on. Maybe your door is locked. But in the silence, can you hear it? That soft whistle. Or maybe it's just the wind. Across the continent, tales of the night whistlers keep echoing. From South Africa to Senegal, from the dark mangroves of the Niger Delta to the haunted plains of Tanzania, someone always knows someone who heard it. A grandmother who warned her grandchildren never to answer. A hunter who vanished during a late trip. A neighbor who talks in their sleep, answering voices only they can hear. Some say the whistlers come only in places touched by old spirits. Others believe they follow bloodlines, targeting families who once broke sacred oaths. And a few believe the whistlers were once human, cursed to roam and call until someone joins them. But here's the real question. What happens if you try it tonight? One TikTok user in Ghana decided to test the myth. He posted a video of himself whistling 3 times in front of a riverbank at 2:44 a.m. The next day he posted again, pale, eyes red, said he hadn't slept, said someone or something was at his window all night. 3 days later his account went silent. Was it for clout, a prank, or was it something else? We may never know the full truth. Science will keep giving answers. Wind tunnels, animals, suggestion. But the people who truly believe don't need proof. They've lived it. They've seen friends vanish. They've heard the sound come closer, night after night, until it's right behind them. And they're not trying to understand it. They're just trying to survive it. So tonight, when you walk outside and the world falls quiet, if you hear a whistle just once, from the trees, from your compound gate, from the corner of your window, don't answer. And for the love of your ancestors, don't whistle back. Because even if you don't believe the story, they believe in you. If you're still here, then congratulations, you survived the tale of the night whistlers. But before you go to bed tonight, tell me in the comments, have you ever heard something strange at night? Something you couldn't explain? Would you dare to whistle back? If you love stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you never miss another tale. This was Truth or Tale, told by Tales of the Ancestors. Sleep well, if you can.